I'm going to go into the best of the best. I'm going to win, and when I win, I will become the general manager of this company. I don't give a shit who it is in front of me in that ring. I am going to take them down to get to you, Richie. Knowing that you have a boss like me. Will you leave me the fuck?
Unlike Tommy Corbin, I knew exactly who his restaurant opponent was. Ladies and gentlemen, Stevie James.
So you wanna be a champion?
Tonight on Project Zero Wrestling Television, Tommy Corbin takes on younger brother Stevie James in the very first match of the Best tournament. The winner of the tournament will not only become the best of the best, but he will also become the general manager of Project Zero Wrestling Television. But before we get to that, let me take a look at my format sheet and... Christ.
That's right, Joe. You know it's back. Ladies and gentlemen, I am, of course, Owen Cash, and this is the Money Minute. Tonight's topic, Tommy Corbin versus Stevie James in the first round of the Best tournament. Start the clock. Tommy Corbin was in the Best finals last year, and although he was unsuccessful, Tommy's new outlook and wrestling background make him an unpredictable and dangerous opponent for whoever he faces. In the case of Stevie James, the younger brother of Tommy has proven that his inexperience is not a factor when it comes to his success. Many people, however, still write off Stevie as an underdog, but his drive and determination could overwhelm any unsuspecting challenger. My prediction? Tommy Corbin will defeat his younger brother, Stevie James. Stevie is coming off a very serious neck injury as a result of a Tommy Corbin beating. Let's face it, folks, who knows how to beat up Stevie James better than his own brother? And if you take my word for it, you'll have money in the bank. I'm Owen Cash, and that has been the Money Minute.
15 minutes of PZW action not enough for you? Go to the new and improved PZW website, featuring the new profile section with detailed biographies of each Project Zero superstar. In the videos section, relive your favorite PZW moments as well as exclusive video content. And in our picture section, rare, never-before-seen photos that you won't see anywhere else. And you can even become a fan on Facebook. All this and much, much more at www.pzwrestling.tk.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is a first-round match in the Best of the Best tournament. On his way to the
Stevie James looks absolutely prepared for his Best of the Best match against Tommy Corbin, not to mention his first match back since his neck injury last season. I am Joe Cole, the king of all wrestling commentary, sitting side by side with my color commentator,
Owen Cash.
And look at that. That right there is an act of defiance. He's showing Tommy Corbin right to his face that his neck is 100%.
Listen, Joe. 32% of all neck injuries never heal. It's a proven fact.
32%?
32%. Look it up.
Where did you dig that number out of?
The book of neck injuries.
Right. Stevie James off the ropes. Attempted hip toss by Tommy Corbin and a reversal by Stevie James into a hip toss.
Damn it.
Once again, Stevie James proving that 32% of the time, people can be wrong, Owen Cash.
Well, I'm not part of that 32%. In your face.
Tommy Corbin, pardon me, playing the 10 count to kind of take a breather before he gets back in the ring with his brother. Now remember, last season, he almost ended Stevie James' career with a pile driver on an already injured neck as a result of a match with Derek Simonetti.
And 32% of most injuries are usually re-aggravated by the same move in professional sports.
And PZW fans, may I also remind you that 32% of the time, Owen Cash is on methamphetamines.
Are you kidding me?
No.
Are you kidding me? I cannot believe you just said that.
You know how many times I've had to listen to you scream and holler on this show, and the only thing that I can ever explain as to why you do it is speed, massive amounts of speed.
Well, you know what? False. Totally false. And I don't appreciate that. You will be hearing from my lawyer.
Irish whip by Stevie James, reversed by Tommy Corbin. Duck at a clothesline. Stevie spins him around. And the complete shot! Going for a pinfall. This could be it.
Tommy, you got to get up. You got to
And
take
a kick
control
out
of
at
the match.
2.
He's got to take control of the match. He's got to go after the neck. He's got to do it because right now, that is the key to this victory right now.
And you can hear the PZW fans behind Stevie James all the way.
Spell my name out.
Spell his name, everybody. That's Stevie James.
And most of our crowd did not graduate high school.
An Irish whip by Stevie James in the corner, going for his bulldog, and a clothesline by Tommy Corbin.
Massive impact on that clothesline, and you've got to wonder, what is it going to take for Stevie to get through this? He will eventually show signs of weakness, and Tommy's the type of person that will take advantage.
I hate to agree with you, Owen, but Stevie James may very well not be ready to have this match.
I cannot believe these people are wishing death upon Tommy Corbin.
And we know exactly what time it is. And a knee drop. He is aiming for that neck.
You've got to imagine he is, because Joe, he knows his brother better than anybody else.
That's true. Who knows Stevie James better than his own brother?
You got to imagine all the family functions they go to, all the barbecues, all the birthday parties. He gets to see them more than anybody else. Tommy knows if that neck is 100%, and I know that most likely that neck isn't 100%.
You also got to remember last season, after those 2 pile drivers, one of which on the unprotected floor outside the ring, that's the kind of move that you do not come back from.
You've got to also wonder, Joe, Tommy is in control now. Is he going to wait? Is he going to pull the trigger? Or is he maybe just thinking about what he's going to do next? Or is he even thinking? Maybe he's thinking the neck. Maybe he's thinking about something else. But right now, you've got to imagine.
Oh, and a boot in the mush. Did you see his neck snap back from that?
I'm telling you right now, Stevie James is a fool. Stevie James is an absolute fool, Joe.
I am and always will be a Stevie James supporter.
So much for being biased.
Hey, let's give credit where credit is due, okay? It took a master plan and it took an injured neck for Tommy Corbin to ever get close.
And Joe?
And he's going for a pile driver. Oh! That's it. I don't know why the referee isn't stopping the match.
I told you so. I told you so.
He's targeting that neck.
I told you. But I told you.
Stevie still had the guts to kick out at 2.
And he's pulling on the neck. He's holding
He
his
is
neck.
holding his neck.
Yep. Ladies and gentlemen, 32% of all neck injuries usually happen over and over and get re-aggravated. 32%. 32 plus 32, 64. And that was a badass system. Nintendo 64.
Anyway, Stevie James tied up in the corner. Now, you know, you don't hear about this a lot in wrestling, but I'm going to be the first person to say it. I can't imagine what his family is thinking sitting at home watching this happen.
Listen, their family probably wants
Stevie James! He hits the Bulldog! If he pins him, this could be it!
He's not gonna.
Flying crossbody by Stevie James! And a 2 count.
Thank Christ.
Ducks the clothesline! Get up! Stevie James off the ropes. Flying drop kick! And Tommy Corbin spills out to the floor!
You know, that was great. 32% of all missile drop kicks usually lead to someone landing on the outside.
And 32% of all spills are milk. And we shouldn't cry over spilt milk, should we, Owen Cash?
No, we should not. However, 32% of people that get hit by a missile drop kick usually get hit with another one.
How do you keep following me on this stuff?
I love it.
Running baseball slide by Stevie James sends Tommy Corbin back to the floor. Could we see a little poetic justice out here on the floor after the pile drivers from May Madness? Maybe not.
Stevie James has heart, but you gotta imagine he has no brains.
Oh!
And certainly after that, whatever brains he had got kicked out of his head.
Tommy Corbin still aiming for the neck. I hope to Christ that somewhere in this building there is a paramedic on standby waiting for the end of this match to conclude. Because you know damn well Stevie James will not give up until the match is over.
But you also got to think about Joe. He doesn't know when to quit. And sometimes it might be better to know when to give up and when to say, listen, this isn't for me. And Stevie needs to know when it's time.
Stevie now on the receiving end of a neck crank by Tommy Corbin, and Tommy is now clearly going after the bad knee.
You got to imagine, he doesn't just want to win this match, he wants to end Stevie James's career.
Flying shoulder tackle by Stevie James. Stevie's getting his second wind, but what is the damage that he is causing himself with these maneuvers?
You know, sometimes 32% of all neck injuries usually have a problem with your brain, and you don't
This
think.
could be it.
See, you don't think properly.
Stevie
that was a stupid move.
That was a stupid move. That was a mistake on Stevie James's part. I mean, it's one thing to want to go for his signature spinning DDT and a reversal to the Northern Lights. That's
2, 3. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner,
Tommy Corbin.
Tommy Corbin.
Tommy Corbin advances to the finals of the Best of the Best tournament, where he will go on to face the winner of the second bracket, of which we have no idea.
Does not eat.
Thank you for that, Tommy. Let's take a look at this replay. Stevie James making the rookie mistake of going for his signature spinning DDT, but like I said, we have no idea who is on the other side of the brackets, and neither does Tommy Corbin.
I think Shane Daly's trying to get a word with him, Joe. Let's see what happens.
Let's go back to the ring.
Tommy Corbin just advanced in the Best of the Best tournament by pinning Stevie James with a Northern Light suplex. How do you feel about this tournament?
This tournament is pathetic.
Boo!
You shouldn't die for What? The best thing about this tournament is me. What else is there to talk about besides me?
Well, so far there really is nothing to talk about. But aren't you worried about who may be on the other side of the brackets?
Like I said, look, I'm only worried about myself.
Waiting for you.
Myself. I'm not worried about any of you. I'm not worried about any of them. I'm not worried, because I am the best of the best.
You wish.
Oh, God, not again.
Could it be?
No, it's not.
Adam Nessel. Could Adam Nessel be the third man in this tournament? He is! Adam Nessel is the third man in the tournament. But the question is, who will he face?
That doesn't matter. He's gonna lose.
Next week on Project Zero Wrestling Television, Adam Nessel is the third man in the Best of the Best tournament. But who will his opponent be? Also, next week we will find out from the PZW Board of Directors exactly who will be Richie Sick's first title defense. All that and much more next week on Project Zero Wrestling Television.